She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Finna love sisters? Finna D coming to you all from News.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
Y'all, we at Kandi Cares. It's our holiday giveaway that we give groceries to families for Thanksgiving.
Just a reminder to some of you who were sleeping when I posted my video on Kandi Giving Back to click the very first link in the description below and watch that video. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Have a wonderful, safe, and an amazing Thanksgiving. Speaking of Thanksgiving and food, of course, it's still early, so later on, Kandi will probably show, more of what she's doing in the kitchen, but this is a start, so let's get into what she posted before we get into our girl, Kenya Moore, and what Megan had to say.
Okay, so I'm going to be up all night, but at least I got my 3-pound cakes done. When I tell you that thing will be, it's so moist. So moist. And then mine had a little crunch at the bottom. Whew, that thing be good. Okay? I'm just letting you know. This is about to be an all-nighter. I still got to make my dressing and my greens. Cornbread is in the oven. Smoked turkey meat is boiling right now. Get them greens right.
I know Kandi and food, Chad. Kandi doesn't play about her food. It doesn't matter if the birds are pooping on other people's plates. Yeah, remember that episode in Jamaica? Kandi was still over there with her plate eating, okay? She doesn't play about her food, so I'm looking forward to seeing what she's going to share later about what she made. It's Thanksgiving, so I had to squeeze a little Thanksgiving content in there, but now that we're done, let's get to the main event and what Megan had to say.
Somebody said, who was your favorite housewife? Kenya Moore. Kenya is my favorite housewife, and I think she an Aquarius, and she be having everybody fucking mad because she just a bad bitch, and I love Kenya. That might be problematic for some of y'all, but Kenya is the baddest bitch. Kenya, and they need to bring Portia back. Bring Portia back.
Some of Team Tour were like, oh, girl, you are doing so good until now. Hey, if she likes Portia and she wants Portia to come back, then we have to be fair, okay? I'm playing all of it, not just the part where she says she liked Kenya, and I'm going to end it. I'm going to leave it on for you to hear what else she had to say about the Housewives. But I could see some of you rolling your eyes up.
But anything Aquarius, I'm co-signing it. I'm signing with it. All right, anyways. Somebody said, no way, bitch. Twirl. I'm gone with the wind, bitch. You hoes can't stand it. I'm gone with the wind. Wait. Megan Moore. Wait, what you talking about? We're going to talk about that choice. Y'all hoes got me fucked up.
Megan said she said what she said, and she's standing on business, and y'all got her bleeped up if you think she's going to change her choice. Speaking of, I said what I said, she did say that she likes Nene Leakes as well, and she wants Nene to come back. But as you can see, she started blasting music. So at the point where she's talking about Nene, the entire song is playing. It's not a situation where I can chop it up and allow you to hear what she's saying about Nene, because then this video will get blocked. But she said she likes Nene as well, and she's not sure how we are doing Housewives without Nene. So I have to be fair. She also said she liked Kandi, but she said it quick, and that's why I'm able to play the Kandi part.
And I love Kandi. I really love Kandi.
Continuing by saying, but Kandi got too political for her, and she wants ratchet Kandi back. You know, red hair Kandi back. Now, Megan had a lot going on. You already know her story with the person who's now locked up. I do not want to ruin this video by bringing that up. I'm mentioning that to say maybe because of all of those things going on, maybe that's why she probably missed some of season 15, because red hair Kandi did show up. A little bit of ratchet Kandi did show up. You know, the girls were doing too much and Kandi did not hold back. She was out there dragging with her words, of course. However, when you are elevating your life and you are moving on to bigger and better things, you also have to check certain behaviors and attitude, because those behaviors will prevent you from entering certain room. Of course, do not lose who you are in the process. Always stay true to who you are, but you can be ratchet all the time. And I'm sure Megan knows. And even though she used the word ratchet, she just means clock in. Okay, clock in and do your job. And Kandi was absolutely clocked in season 15. She did not allow any of those girls to walk all over her. Okay, I don't have to put the intro in here with her shady and dragging Sheree. You already know that intro. Go to the Our Issue A playlist to watch it. But before I end this video, I just want to run some things back. Kandi Cohen, bravo. Shouldn't take her complaining about the disrespect. You all not showing her businesses, not being fair, switching up her seats. You didn't give her first chair next to you at BravoCon at the Shade Assassin, the read room, or whatever panel it was. You all saw that moment where, you know, Sheree got shut down. Imagine spending an entire season to dim this intelligent black woman light, because you do not want that side of her highlighted, because then it won't fit the narrative of the type of black women you want to be the face of your network. Imagine doing all of that, but then you get to BravoCon 2023 after the season where you and the other producers were so unfair to Kenya Moore and did not show her story, and she did talk about that while she's still on the show. Be fair, that season where you did not show her story and attempted to dim her light was named one of, if not the worst season ever in the Real Housewives of Atlanta history. But after all of that, you get to BravoCon and you hear this.
Heavenly jumped over. She's like,
in the presence of Andy Cohen. I like that moment. Then people are being asked about who is the Shade Assassin. Remember, coming for someone, throwing shade, reading someone, there's more to it than just going to the gutter, being disgusting, spilling out lies. And that's the reason why Kenya Moore was selected, because when she read you, it's an intelligent read, it's facts, and she's not attempting to lie on you and destroy and end your life. It's never that deep. Who do they think is a Shade Assassin, and their responses were everything? But let's start with the ladies from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who do they think is the Shade Assassin? And then we're going to move on to the other ladies from different franchises.
I did coin the term Shade Assassin, so that should say it all.
I mean, you came up with 17 different alliterations of Chateau Charette. As a comedian, I was like, I am impressed. I am truly impressed.
Yeah, you gotta give it to Kenya.
I gotta give it to Kenya.
I was your Kenya as well.
And amazing.
I want to fuck with Kenya Moore. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Kenya, I think she will go for the jugular and play with Cat and twirl with her. Kenya Moore. She's got some shade under her belt. Better than me, honey. She's a queen when it comes to that. I think I know. She would read me for it.
It with Kenya Moore. She'd rip me to shreds. I mean, come on. She's amazing, and she'd rip me to shreds. That's good, too. I'm saying Kenya Moore. She'll read your ass. Thank you. Let's fucking go. Blowing in the wind, fabulous.
No matter how hard those producers, Andy and them, try to erase her power, erase her presence, behave like she's not everything, she is not the moment or the one, there you go, okay? Everyone knows that she is, okay? Kenya Moore came on this show and shook it up, all right? There are people who are going on different shows to recreate the magic that they created with her. Can't happen, won't happen. Ratings still down to the floor on every single show they've gone on. They cannot recreate that magic and rehearse read. Why? Because Kenya is the missing piece. Kenya Moore is the reason why that particular person had a storyline, okay? And even though they have been trying to recreate magical TV and moments, it's not happening because Kenya Moore is the recipe. Now you know I'm only mentioning that person because of the next clip, right? I have to set it up. You know what I'm saying? Everything have to be cohesive. So speaking of that person, messy, Phaedra Parks invited Quad to Dr. G wife Letitia, okay, bachelorette party. Why would you invite the ex-wife over there? Now, I get it. Phaedra is new. She's doing her job and all of that. I completely understand. But it was just messy. And all of the excuses she tried to make, just girl, stand in it, okay? Eventually, after attempting to make excuses and the excuses were not working, she then mentioned that she apologized and all of that. But it was a part of the Instagram live that had me laughing because Dr. Simone and Toya were like, okay, you want to be messy? Well, let's get messy too. And they said this right here.
Gone with the wind, fabulous. Kenya voice.
My Kenya voice. My line is, honey, don't come for me unless I send for you. That's the only Kenya for that. Yes.
For her.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, it's the fact that Phaedra over there in the chair twirling, okay, spinning the chair around. It's also the fact that if you see the screen, Phaedra was in that scene as Kenya is talking about going with the wind fabulous. It is the fact that Phaedra Parks tried to destroy this woman by lying on her for a few seasons with her ex-husband until he admitted that they lied. Then to go on a completely different show, and of all of the things these women could have said, they are mentioning Kenya Moore and her quotes and all of that in your presence during the episode where you were messy by bringing Quad to Dr. G wife Letitia bachelorette party. I mean, come on. It was just the perfect moment. I was like, yep. Phaedra is like, chat, I don't elevate it. I've moved on. I don't need a housewife. I don't need to hear about them girls. And then of all of the people they could have mentioned Kenya Moore. I was like, yes. Said all that to say, Andy and your little producer friends, stop playing with our girl. Stop playing with her. Her name doesn't need to be in these little conversations I'm hearing about not being there anymore. Stop playing. Our girl is iconic. You have the recipe right there, but you are intentionally ignoring it because her greatness scares you all. In one season of you all attempting to show how amazing she is, you all saw how beautiful the reaction and comments were, and you got scared. We are losing our villain. We can't let that happen. Stop it. But the whole time, you are trying to clean the image of the actual villain. My point is, you can do both. You can clean the image of the actual villain of the show and still respect this icon right here who's forever a part of history. You can do both. I applaud Miserable Milo all the time for turning her life around, because me deeming Milo light will completely defeat the purpose of this video. So I'm never going to deem her light to elevate Kenya Moore, because then I'm a hypocrite. So I applaud her changing. But my point is, while you're screaming Kenya Moore is this villain and we can't show her in a positive light, yet you also have Miserable Milo here being an actual villain, being a real mean girl, reaching, lying to create moments. But yet, we're going to show her going to the foster care event, handing out awards. We are going to show that she does go on dates and she have a man. We are going to show all of these different scenes outside of her arguing and creating these moments. But then Kenya Moore, who actually have a business that she's building from the ground up, a black woman, self-made, all of that. Oh, she doesn't deserve for that part of her life to be shown. Going on dates, the man actually taking her to show her different buildings and places where she could possibly have her hair spa, because he too have all of these buildings and businesses all over. But yet, let's cut that part out. Let's just flash bits and pieces of different scenes that are not cohesive or Kenya to confuse the audience. And maybe, just maybe, they're going to say, okay, she needs to go. I'm just saying, be fair. So kudos to Miserable Milo, but I'm just saying, you can attempt to clean her image without deeming someone light who's worked so hard in this industry to be the Kenya Moore. The interesting thing is, Kenya Moore loves everyone light to shine around her. She's never the person who walks in the room and let me dim yours or shut you down. No, she wants everyone around her to win. And that's the reason why even after the disgusting things Miserable Milo said about her, she was still willing to accept her apology. One of the advocates, that's the reason why Miserable Milo now have a peach, was there for her to celebrate her when she opened her business. Put her differences aside and showed up at Portia's baby shower. Drew, Sonia, Sheree, even the Nene Leaks, when Greg passed away, may his soul rest in peace, put her differences aside and was there for her. But what do all of these women have in common? When in doubt, switch up on Kenya Moore, because to them, her light is too bright, and when they do stand next to her, her light deems their light, when that's not the truth. She wants to see everyone win. So they feel like I have to go on the opposite side and come for her, because that's the only way my light can shine, because next to her, it won't. Which is so dumb, because look at all of the amazing things Kandi is doing, and the both of them can be in the same room together and their lights are shining together. They're still supporting each other and all of that. Gives Nene her credit in interviews. We'll love to see her back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though Nene sued Bravo and Kenya voicing her opinion could get her in trouble. She doesn't care. She's still very vulgar about it. But don't get it twisted. Don't come for me unless I send for you. So even though I do want to see all of us win, when you do cross that line and come for me, then the shade assassin have to come out. So once again, Andy and our producers, stop playing with our girl. But regardless of what the outcome is, she was Kenya Moore before Bravo, and she will forever be Kenya the moment Moore. You have the recipe, you have the sauce. Stop trying to rewrite history and stop playing with our girl Bravo. And stop trying to deem our girl light, because no matter how hard you try, who God bless, you know the rest. Finish it, because you cannot stop what God is doing and what God has ordained. I'm not saying Kenya Moore is a saint. However, we are all aware that if you do not bother Kenya, she's not going to bother you. But it's only when you start to bother her, then she is simply going to return a favor. Shout out to Megan, Thee Stallion. I'm glad that you're doing great. and everything is going great in your life. I'm praying for healing. I heard a new song, so I'm absolutely praying that you continue to heal and you continue to be blessed. Them Texas girls, you know, Beyonce twirling on her haters, and now Megan. And of course, other celebrities as well.
Wow, that's a good question. A mousse is on the way, a heat protectant, and a whole line for silk presses. Because you know this is silk press season, lady. You gotta keep your hair nice and silky. So yeah.
Please do not forget to click the links in the description below to support your girl. The boutique website link is in there. Also, the event planning company link is in there. Also, the link to subscribe to my members only. And on that note, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Have an amazing, safe, and wonderful Thanksgiving. And take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.